My name is Khalid Marogi. I'm a Chaldean priest from Iraq, currently serving as a National Director of the Australian Catholic Migrant and Refugee Office. I grew up in a very religious family back home in Iraq, and in my hometown, the parish priest, he was a lovely person, welcoming, and my parents encouraged me to take a part of be involved in a parish life. And one day the parish priest, he asked, I used to join my dad usually for evening prayer, which is in Chaldean tradition, the evening prayer, it's a public prayer. And after the prayer, the priest invites my dad and myself to go to his office. And he said to me, how about sending you to a seminary? Would you might consider become a priest? At that stage, I was only 11 years old. There was a bit of excitement from that young age because just growing up in a religious family, involved in very young age in a parish life, and I would consider that would be the baby step, like the first step, because in the Chaldean tradition we focus so much on meditation, so the prayer life, and the spirituality, the theology, but I would say it became more as a concrete decision of vocation when probably I started the theology. So after 2 years in finishing the philosophy in a major seminary, my first year in theology became much clearer. And then there was a big interruption to the life of all Iraqis, including the seminary, during the first Gulf War in 1991. That would be my last year in seminary. And during the war, that was also time to reflect more, and I think that was my final decision after the ends of the war. I made my final commitments to go ahead with become a priest. So, well, I had this opportunity to come and do some work for the Chaldean, or newly established Chaldean community in Melbourne, mainly in Australia, but it was my focus in Melbourne. And I think it's a good experience because coming wasn't just a joyful ride, because we're just continuing working with the same people who were just arriving after the war, after the first Gulf War in 1991. And so we just continue to deal with the trauma, the difficulties. But also it was a great opportunity to have an exposure to the larger church, the Catholic Church in Australia. There's something wonderful thing I always say about us as a Catholic Church. For me, I never felt not home. Wherever you go to the Catholic Church, I think as a priest, you always feel home because I always felt welcomed. Leaving home, it's not an easy decision. And coming to a new culture, new country, new environment, new language, I think it takes between 6 months to 2 years to become more part of the new church, the new culture, the new reality, if you like to say. The vocation to priesthood always, for me, it's a privilege, it's a blessing. And it's a blessing because other people allow me to be part of their life and learn so much. And of course, it's always a two-way ministry. It's not, I just do ministry to people. The people I worked with, they do exactly or even more ministry to me as well, to my own spiritual growth and prayer life. First thing I would say, it's a great ministry. It's a ministry same as other. It's a vocation, but it's not different to many other vocations in life. All the time, be open, mind and heart to the new opportunities, and working with people as an ordained minister. It should never be for me when ordained to go with an agenda, because it's an opportunity and a privilege to do a ministry with them, not for them. Just be part of that big family called parish community. And always continue to be open to the opportunities to continue learning. So the experience, the ordination, it's not the end, it's only the beginning.